Hello, welcome back. Last time, I picked apart a few more layers of home captures. I think I said in a video description at some point that it was completely unclear to me whether by the time I'm done with this game I'm gonna love it or hate it. Last session did a lot to make me love the game more. That was just a great time figuring out that little knot of a puzzle to pick apart in whatever screen it was. So, let's hope today's not a super bad time to balance things. Okay, it's this way to go down, the other way to go up. My instincts are opposite what the game does, I think. Yeah, I want right to be up and left to be down, but it's the other way around. Anyway, so I looked at this bunny and okay, so those are your pairings, I see. Never seen a list like that scrolls before. I never really looked at that part of the screen before. I mean, you don't have one because you haven't paired with anyone. It's going to be interesting when I go back to doing baby bunny things. I'll have fun with it for a while. I don't expect to get all of them, but maybe I'll surprise myself. Anyway, so... rendering error, please fix yourself. C20... you're doing it again. So it's just like at certain pixel boundaries like that. Look at the cursor right now. Let's get it vertically too. Somewhere. It doesn't do it vertically, only horizontally. Okay. Weird. Anyway, so, Teamwork Dragon, Crumbled Crossroads, and puzzle I hated last time I looked at it. Well, this is tied up with Teamwork Dragon, but I don't think it's tied up with Crumbled Crossroads. Okay, so, let's try and learn what it is that I need to know for this puzzle to happen. So first of all, that bunny there. The only way I currently am seeing to capture it is to send it north either here or here, then send it back, and at that time it will be captured on either side. I looked more at the left, let's look at the right today. I need to dig a hole. Hole has been dug. I did try both of these ways, but let's try again. So all I gotta do is get around you and send you back south. I need to keep track of which one you are. Okay, you didn't mate with anybody, that's good. I have no tools here. How will I do things? Okay, so... several issues. Oh, hey, that's a new pairing. Well, let's get some baby bunnies, since I'm here and I can. Might as well. Let these bunnies have some fun before I send them to their prison. Sure, yeah, you can do that. I can get these together with you, I think, somehow. Sure, there's a way to do that. Eventually. Okay, you. No, this way. There you go. Okay, so reset this. You are here. How many of these bunnies would I like to capture? Ah, this music, when it comes in like this, always so loud. It's louder than all the other music tracks. So at this point, I can't avoid this bunny coupling with someone. So if I want to do a home capture, at the very least, you need to have been caught. Beyond that, I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, that's assuming I'm entering on the right side. So, therefore, let's try some stuff. So here is that. Map. Let's say I would capture this bunny. I guess I could have just, like, done it myself, but that's not what I did. Let's see how that changes the puzzle. Because that was an immediate dead end, and I couldn't do anything else on this side without doing something about it. So, what will be the next problem I run into? So that bunny's gone. The rest are still there. I think I'm going to need them for breaking through stuff like this. So I want two bunnies to enter this at the same time? Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Okay, so let's just look, first of all, at the idea of chasing you back down here. Doesn't happen. If I broke that block that you two are doing things around, it still wouldn't happen. Okay, how would I chase a bunny south through here? Maybe I want to break... Okay. So northmost bunny is the target. Could I get... what tools are in the... It doesn't matter what tools are in the room above. If I interact with the room above, then, I'm not quite ready for that. If I interact with the room above, then I'm not pulling that bunny I'm trying to capture from the place I'm trying to capture it from. Okay, so I needed you not to have done exactly that. What if you sit there? Well, then you're gonna get scared by other things I'm doing, aren't you? Probably. Hi. No. Maybe. Okay, carefully. That's not what I want. Okay, so I have an extra obstacle as I'm doing this, and I'm not even sure why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to punch a hole here so I can go up there, but I don't want to go up there. I kind of want to punch a hole here, but that will not be happening. I guess I'm imagining, like, punch one hole in one spot, but that would require all 4 of the original bunnies to be here. Okay, so hang on. Let's back up and conceptualize differently how I think I want to do this. So all of those moves were mandatory. I had 0 options there. And any way I move you does that. Any way I move you would mate with the one that was here if it was. So that won't do. Okay. So, from this puzzle state, what would I desire to send you south? Oh hey, is there an unvisited room near here that I can get to? Maybe. Oh, there totally is. I can do it trivially right now. Let's do that. Hold on. Change of plans. You don't do what you're doing exactly. You go there, and you do too. Nope, not that. There's a new room over here. Yeah, you go that way. Okay, so I've never been to NW20 before. You're going to interrupt my home capture. And that's inconvenient. More baby bunnies, that's fun, sure, but that's not what I want exactly. That's okay, I can reset them. So I'll just walk away, and walk back, and here we go, now I'll have a home capture of you. Okay. Cool. So, I've reset my progress on C20 and also trapped myself here. So I'll have to go back to surface. Now, while I'm here though, let's understand better the bounds of... something's bothering me. Oh, hold on. While I'm interacting with NW20... okay, so the annoying thing about releasing specific bunnies is I can only do it from the surface, which means that my... Wait, hold on. Could I... I guess... Okay, so if I look at... Oh boy, N22... No, I can't release this from here. Whoa, why did that happen? Because I... Okay, I guess there's some momentum on my drag. Yeah, so I can only capture from the surface, which means I have to press a button 19 times to get down to the level I want to be at. I'm going to release you. I'll have to recapture you again in a moment. I just want to pair you with the glitch bunny over there. And all your friends at the same time. Okay, so this means you go down like this. Fling, fling, fling. And all those other bunnies can just kind of join in the same spot, can't they? I suspect so. Yeah, easily. So all those pairs are made, but I'm gonna get 5 new babies right here. I mean, when the opportunity presents itself so nicely like that, I might as well just take it. Now, I couldn't have paired that glitch bunny with any others, I think? Unless I could, like... Ah, shoot, I forgot to release... Dang it. There's another step to this. Okay. Press the button 19 times, go over here, release you. Try that again. At least it's pretty simple now that I know exactly how to do it. Okay, so come up here. And yeah, coming up from the right side specifically does help with this process. You go there, you go there. You, oops, no, don't, no, not that. Go here. Go here. No, don't do that. Uh-huh. You two mate. And then you two. You three. Everybody all together. All combinations. All of which are somehow viable for offspring. Alright, there we go. So, 70 baby bunnies. Now I want to go back to surface because I've lost access to that spot. And do I wish to... hang on. So, before I recapture... that one bunny, let's look at this side of the room once again, because I saw how quickly the right side seemed to dead end. Maybe it wasn't a dead end, but the end didn't look very live to me. So if I start here, you're immediately in that spot. Chasing anything south through there requires that block to my north to be gone. There's no other way that would happen. That block to my north will never be gone no matter what, so I think this dead ends even quicker than the other side. So that means that I am going back to the surface. So unless I have miscalculated, there is no way that I'm inserting a bunny in both from here and from here at the same time. Because there's just no place I could stand to scare both, like, here downward and here leftward. And even if I could, this would override it. So it'd have to be like here upward and then here downward. Not a chance. That's just not happening. So, but yeah, this one's much friendlier to it because there's a wall on the left and bottom side of this block. Okay. However, this still exists. Oh, that looks like a problem. So is my overall approach wrong then? Ooh, it might be. Yeah, I got a better idea. That better idea involves a second bunny here, doesn't it? The better idea was going to... Oh, and that doesn't even... No, it could work. So if I could... Oh, geez, this is complicated. No, there are several reasons why this wouldn't work. I was thinking, send one bunny through here, send a second bunny through here, step in, I'd be there, they would both go into there and break that space, and... Okay, no, no, there are so many reasons that won't work. 1, the bunny is mated. 2, I can't send a bunny through here. 3, I can't get a second bunny in here, maybe. That one I'm least sure about. 4, if this is open, then I can't send a bunny here. So, no. No. That will not be happening. So similar alternatives. That wall is hard. Don't think I can do anything about that to get the bunny captured in this spot. This corner. Corners don't work for capturing. The bunny would always go to the side. On the south, there are no dead ends. So no, the spots are here or here. Here seems more likely, but still unlikely. Okay, so it still seems like I have to break this block. Because yeah, this is the type of formation, like we see this in lots of rooms. Let me find one. For example, well, sure. So like this, well, okay, that's a better example of this. So like this. So this little formation is quite familiar. Pillar in the middle, exit in the same row or column as the pillar. I can't move the bunny from here to here unless like this is gone. So same principle applies here. And because that's a tunnel, whether I destroy that block or not, that principle applies. So this would have to go, or this, either one is fine. This one looks absolutely impossible. What about you? You look improbable, at the very least. I'm imagining situations where... Oh, what would it have to be? Okay, so bunny enters at both ends, therefore a bunny here needs to be scared, therefore I need to be standing here, therefore I'm not scaring a bunny from here southward, unless there's a wall here, which there can't be. Then this looks like a problem. Okay, so I see a way to do it. Okay. Almost, not quite though. Okay, so let me show what I'm thinking. Hang on, what's my capture status? And if I close the map, then it resets that state. Recapture. Let's recapture this one. Oh, but that's a problem. Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. So I was thinking, send this bunny along this tunnel, and how it would get in there is where I'm running into the problem. It would go here, then do the trick to bust this out. Wait, but I don't get into that spot. I go into this spot. That bunny goes south. I can't follow it. No, I'd have to bust both of these out? That's not happening. No. Okay, so that plan runs into dead ends quite quickly. Not the good kind of dead end. In Puzzle Gamer, a dead end is a good thing. I could focus on home captures for these. Maybe I would learn something useful from that I could apply to this later. And since, like, I'm considering those two rooms pretty much intertwined, let's try and understand that part of the tangle. Because, yeah, you still need to come up here and turn around somehow. But how that would happen is just a complete mystery to me. Oh, also, I'm just noticing there's another corner here that I can access the same way as the previous. Is that true? I'm not so sure I can access the same way as the previous. Oh, dang it, I somehow have that one captured. So go all the way back to the surface. Open the computer. Press the button. Well, 21 times, because 2 presses get me to the map in the first place. Then do this. Release. Okay. Oh, this map UI. It's capable, but it's not very friendly about its capabilities. Okay, so insert bunny here. How do? Possible? Question mark? Maybe not. Yeah, looking at this, I don't think I can do that. Because, like... Okay, so first of all, this exists. Second of all... Even if it didn't, so what? There are other problems. No, bunnies, just stay separated for a moment. How chase south? Can't chase south. I could break that out, yes, but that doesn't get me there. Only bunnies. No, I don't think I can go east from here. The asymmetries of the puzzle and of the pathfinding forbid it. Okay, so does this mean I want to recapture that one again? No, I just need to conceive of ways to do what I want to do here. Both seemed impossible, although, no, I had the idea of working on, like, home capturing these. Okay, so if I enter from the east, I could also enter from the, sorry, if I enter from the east of the south, I could enter from the west of the south, I could enter from the south of the west. None of those seem particularly better than any of the others to me. Okay, so, capture spots. I'm looking. I got some weird ideas. Stuff like, say I would send two in here to do this. Now that space is open, and while I can't home capture those two, if that spot were useful, I could home capture someone else there, but that spot's not useful. But yeah, so be thinking about stuff like that. There are 4 bunnies in here. Up to 3 can pair up, but only 2 pairing up is actually useful for me. But yeah, like, pairing can happen, and I could capture the unpaired ones, and that's still at home. Probably? I assume so. Unless, like, if any mating happens in a room, it's no longer a home. Okay, so if I figure out how to home capture here, I could prove or disprove that, maybe. So anyway, dead ends. In this room, there are none. Like, no, really, there are none. Right? Where's one that I'm not seeing? Is it a similar deal of, like this trick I'm trying to do to capture at a room edge? Okay, so any room edges that are open. Well, if I could... Wait a second. Right here. Okay, here's my capture spot. No, you'd go through the tunnel, wouldn't you? And how do you propose to break this block? Oh, I don't have to. Okay, now hang on. Okay, so since the level geometry has shown me a thing that it can do, let's do that thing. So I already did half of it. Let's leave it in that state for now. You go here, okay. Let's do that part of it first. Okay, you. So here's where the teamwork is. I don't know about the dragon part, but here's the teamwork. Dang it, you can't get up there, can you? Oh, Bunny, why be you like this? Well, okay. Which two was that? I'm gonna have to know. No, I'm not gonna have to know. This is a problem. No, this doesn't work. I'm trying to break that block where that other bunny is. But I can't. Because then I'd be able to walk, but I can't get around you. Like, you just... I can't. Not without sending you here, which I don't want. So only one bunny can be inserted. Okay, so therefore, I guess I know which one it has to be. Okay. So, you are involved. Oh, this is wild. Yeah, like I said, these two rooms are extremely linked. And if you're involved, then that means... Oh boy. Alright, hang on. Undo things. Go back. Reset this room. Dig here. Mine here. Chase, let's say it this way. It's a little bit shorter, maybe. There, now I have two... Now I have nothing. This is the same problem. Damn, bunny, you didn't help me at all. Alright. So no mating in that spot can happen. Is that what I'm seeing? I think so. Because no one else can get in here. It just doesn't work. Wait! Is this also linked to N19? I don't think I can dig there. Oh, but I can dig in others. Okay, so... Okay. So considering N19, dig ability here. I also have a pickaxe. So where it's plated on N19, I can never dig no matter what. Where there's wall, every time I've seen wall, there hasn't been a plate at the bottom of it. So I think any wall I break here, will create a dig spot. If I could dig out a block to do the task I'm going to do, I'd like it to be this one. That one would also be acceptable. This one would be great. So that's impossible. That's indeterminate. That's impossible. Okay, so you. Left turn rule means I have no interest in this one. Oh, this one might also be productive. Don't think I can do... Oh, wait, yes, I can just... Oh, I can just do that. Okay, so this one. This one right here would do it. Okay, let's try that. So... Ah! So, what was involved with this was for two bunnies to meet in that tunnel. You can mate as long as I don't capture you afterwards. Okay. So now, I'd rather you didn't go that far, but that's how far you're gonna go. Except I can... rearrange... I can't rearrange anything. Oy. Okay. No, you're turning the wrong way. Well, this might end up doing the job. Let's see. So if you go exactly there. I've done this part before. It's fine. That's not what I want. Can I make use of... Yeah, okay, sure. You can do that. It's fine. Whatever. So if you had been in a different place or something... Yeah, so once you're down there... Oh... I've done this before. I don't know how. I had a way. It was very fiddly. But yeah, bunnies met somewhere in there and busted one of those blocks. Can a bunny re-enter from here ever? I don't think so. Like, yeah, no bunny can, like, this is a no bunny zone. None will ever get into these spots. Well, here, sure, but then if there, it goes south, and that's no good. No. Okay, so... how do I insert... So if you're just, like, out of the picture, this is how I can insert you in there. Oh, this is... oh, that's not sleep, no. No sleep takes place. Okay. So having you there... okay, right. So was this the way? This was the way. Here we go. Here we go. Go there. Do that. Okay. So now, I'm up. You chomping some carrots, whatever, I don't care. All I'm here to do is this, and go down. So I broke that block. What that allows me to do is to use this as concealment to get a second bunny up there. What that allows me to do is bust this block. There we go. Okay. And then just do the straightforward thing here. Now, is any of this useful? It gets me into that little 2x2 space, which feels like it exists. Feels like it exists for a reason. But no, this is not. This just collects. So non-functional, huh? Wait, hold on. So if I don't collect, I go here, nothing happens. No, I can't. Why was that going to be good for anything? Okay, new guess. This is just a space to clue the existence of that bunny down there, in case I busted out those two before the south one. That was a lot harder to do. Alright. Okay. So let's go back up. Holding the undo button, just seeing what'll happen. I guess I can probably reset this and then go here. Okay. So, right. Do I want to break any of the blocks that I can break here? What's my purpose here in this puzzle? Home capture these. At some point I'm going to have to figure out how you play into that picture. It's pretty hard to figure out. But I want to home capture these. If I could break... Hold on, I don't have an answer for that. There are no dead ends here. Right, I was hoping... So it did. No. It sorta did what I wanted. Okay, so the problem with this... I was able to capture the stacked bunnies here. Because they went there and I stepped on this. And they had nowhere to go. But that was only because they were stacked. If unstacked, I can't do a home capture in this spot because bunny would just go there. I assume. Because, like, if they have a way to run away from me when I step onto the screen, I think they take it. This is a less tested area of the mechanics for me, but I think it's accurate. I can totally get over to the east. Okay, well let's do that just to accomplish something, I guess. Which means I have to restart. No it doesn't. Okay, so if I want to go that way, this is actually going to be the easier of the two directions to go, I think. I don't want that yet. Hold off on that for a moment. First, you're gonna go in here, and then you will join it. That's the correct way. You go... No, not there. Here. No. Here. There we go. Now, I don't know whether there's anything here, but this lets me find out I went the wrong way with you. You're supposed to go there. Okay. Okay, so there's a room here with an uncaptured bunny, but it only just shows me that I do in fact want to break that one down there. So you're implying that's possible. Okay. Well, let's work on it. So, the concept of sending a bunny down here maybe would be assisted by... Let's look again. I wasn't looking at areas of interest on this floor for... that. What's the most useful thing to break to send a bunny down into here? This block so that I don't even have to do that, but that's not going to happen. Alright, so that soft block doesn't lead to anywhere useful. Do any of these three? No. Does this one? No. Does this one? No. No, it's literally just this one. And that one, I guess, gets me in here and out. So this little corner pinch makes it not possible to get a bunny, like, anywhere into this area. It just doesn't go. If this could be solidified... Actually, what would even help with that? How would a bunny ever get there? Here's one idea. What if it's none of the bunnies in this room and it's those two instead? So here's that hole. I'd need to make another hole. If hole here... Bunny go down... Okay, so good luck getting a bunny there, for one thing. For another, if there's a hole there, it wouldn't go down it. And no, there are many, many problems with that, and even if it was down, it's not useful. Okay, so that's not what I'm doing. This seems less impenetrable than Anaconda's. It's kind of like an opposite sort of difficulty. Anaconda's wants me to do one specific thing that's so far been impossible to see. This has like 12 things I could try, and none of them... I can't tell which one is going to lead anywhere, but they're all very complicated. Anaconda's has only simple things I can try. And they've not really worked yet there either. Someday I'll get to that puzzle again. So Bunny's here. It is clear that that has to happen. Like, that's exactly lined up. It's exactly a match for this. Pretty close. This is shaped differently for some reason. Probably means nothing. This wall's soft, this wall's hard. Probably means nothing. Since, like, the north boundary is irrelevant, because Paquerette refuses to go. So Bunny's in this tunnel. For Bunnies to be in that tunnel... I suppose I'm supposed to, like, break through here? Can't imagine how I would. Like, the best I could do is hypothetically maybe break through, like, here, or here, or here. One of those three spots. Like, here, no way. Because it'd have to be simultaneously inserting a bunny, like, here and here at the same time? And... no, there are lots of reasons that won't happen. Okay. So... So what? So I don't know. I don't know how a bunny gets in here. It has to come in from here, but how does a bunny ever get into any of these spots? Okay, let's... Am I just overlooking some simple move that does it from over... up here? I am not. But let's pretend for a moment, humor that idea, that I am. Gonna look carefully at every state where that bunny is to see if there's any possible way to drive it south. If this weren't here, I might have something actually. Okay, can I conceive of a way to break this block? Nope. It's hard and in the middle of a tunnel here, so I don't think that will do it. And I already looked at like all the blocks I can break here. I was only considering ones that I can mine out myself though, and not ones that bunnies will bust for me. Oops, wrong way, every time. So now looking at the idea of like sending a bunny into one of these tunnels, having it break the thing open, and then me going there, and even that doesn't work because that's a problem with that room in general. Bunny down here. The only way it ever happens is if one is entering from the south, and then they just, because of the way I have to move, just immediately get into a place where they can't return. So one thing this process has told me is that I did have, and probably still have, undiscovered corner bunnies to catch. So filling up the one pillar won't be possible until I've discovered all those bunnies. And I won't really know where to look when I get to the stage where the pillar's full, and yeah, so I really want to move here right now. Where the pillar looks like it's full, but isn't doing anything, and yeah, I won't even know if a single full pillar does anything, because I won't be able to confirm whether one is full or not. If I fill it and it does something without the other two being filled, then I'll know, but like, no, I will never know what a filled pillar means, probably. Ah. It's just, that's just the dynamics of the situation created by the game here. It stacks so many things against me. This is of no consequence. You being there doesn't really affect anything. It's this block right here. I want that block right there gone. Okay, so 3 entrances. Two entrances. This is only an exit. So Bunny has to enter here and here at the same time. A north scare from here would put a bunny in there, which is cool. However, no west scare in this column would put a bunny in there. This would have to be solid for that to be true, and even if it were, that still wouldn't work. So no, this block's not breaking. That's what I'm learning. Is it possible to break this one? The answer is no. I already checked this. I mean, I can't prove that, but it looks extremely unlikely. So no, it's just the 2 entrances. What if this were gone? Okay, one more time. No, played it. Impossible. And the type of scare that would have to happen for that block right there to break doesn't exist. Okay, this room's just as bad as the one above it, and to the south of it. None of them are even slightly yielding to me. I mean, okay, I made some baby bunnies. I got over there. I confirmed there is a room with a bunny in it over here. What if it's something silly like I actually get a shovel in this room and just dig down, and that's all a big tease? I hate that I have to entertain ideas like that, but I do. Yeah, so something I've learned about myself over the last few years is the most miserable part of puzzle games for me is being left on an uncertainty that the game makes impossible to make into a certainty unless, like, something is true. Like, I can be... I can never close the possibilities and, like, narrow in on one specific thing. Could be that there's a shovel here that I need to use to dig down. Could be that that'd be a huge waste of time to go investigate that. But with the information I have... Maybe this is a me problem. Like, where do I draw the line between investigating unknowns and persisting with knowns? Because those two things, like just general puzzle-solving principles, either of those two things can be true in any given situation. And investigating the one that is false is a waste of time. But investigating knowns... No, I can't say that's less work. Do I do some kind of breadth-first search where I, like, time the amount of time I've spent investigating whether I can get bunnies in there, then spend an equivalent amount of time on, like, investigating whether I can access this room to see if there's possibility of a shovel in it? There's a single bunny here. This one cannot go down a hole. I don't have a shovel. I get 2 pickaxes. Don't think I'm ever touching this north boundary, because this bunny is always alone. This wall is impenetrable. Yes, that appears to be true. The only way is if I could bust this block, which I can't, and walk over there myself, because I could just dig that. But I can't bust this block, only that one. And even that is iffy. And it doesn't help that I keep going up instead of down because the controls are the other way around than I... Can I change that? No, let's just switch item. Can't rebind map controls. No. I guess I could use my mouse or something. So, am I done? Because, like, do the one impossible thing to get to that bunny, sounds great. Do a different impossible thing for the outside possibility of there being a shovel here. I've never seen a corner room with a shovel, but this could be the first one. There's no reason it couldn't be. That's just as possible as the other things. But one more time. Why definitively can I not get a bunny into this tunnel? And it has to be 2 bunnies, but like, why can I not get even 1 bunny in here? This is assuming approaching from the north with this block intact. If a bunny is ever here, maybe I'm just looking at, like, the easy way, but there's a hard way that doesn't involve a bunny ever standing here where I'm standing. Oh, additional point, I was imagining stuff that would let me, like, say I could fill in that tunnel somehow and chase a bunny, like... Okay, sure, so imagine that tunnel wasn't there. Bunny moved 1 step south, bunny moved 1 step west. Bunny moved all the way down there, and then went in the tunnel and is now here. So then I step here, it goes there. It turns left and goes, okay, no. That works just as well to send it down this column as down this one. Okay. But because of you, a bunny always, coming from the west, always scares to the north. And once they're on the north... Okay, yeah, so this entire row, east of the point where there is an obstacle here, consists of open paths for the bunny. So no turning off of this wall to go south can ever happen there. Unless they're already stacked, but if they're already stacked, then they can't do the task for me down here. Okay. So that is why I am having trouble. One more little query. Could I drop either of these bunnies down into a spot that's compatible with going in there? Well, I can dig a hole here, sure, but that doesn't mean I can drop bunnies into it. Ah, wrong way. Also, I'd need 2 of them, and how would I keep them separate? They would mate as soon as they've both gone to the same hole, right? I expect so. So yeah, the presence of these 2 tunnels. Now, why is it different over here? It's different over here because of the left turn rule, turning a bunny south there, and there being no protrusion in that spot. If this protrusion's equivalent were here, then it seems like I'd have just as much trouble getting into this tunnel. But because no protrusion and left turn rule, and this is also oriented differently, but that part doesn't particularly matter. Oh, it does. No, it does. Because if this were facing north and I chased a bunny into it, then going up here would just have it going all the way in there. And that's no good. I'm not ready to give up on this yet. But clearly it's not happening today. So I guess whether I'm ready or not, I have to. But hang on. Give me a moment. I'm not ready to stop understanding why I have to give up on it. So anyway. Bunny in either of these spots twice results in that being broken. With a trivial set of moves that I know I can do in between. But bunny in either of these 2 spots so far has, well, with me to the north. I mean, the only time that happens is when one comes in from the south and I'm in the wrong spot. So it seems like I cannot do that unless, if this were broken, I would gain the ability by driving a bunny, I guess, here to there, then to here, then I'd walk through where this is and drive it south. So that means I really, really, really want to break this. However, I've already proven that's impossible. There's an additional reason that's impossible, being that it would require a bunny like here or here with me to its south, right? If only I had a cage. I could do so much with a cage, or a shovel, just a way to add my own walls. But no. I get nothing in this room. Theoretically reducing the possibility space, but really that's just not particularly helping. Okay, so throw this on the pile with anacondas, and whatever this is, and crumbled crossroads. And those are puzzles that are just absolutely refusing to yield to my methods. Presumably there's another method I could use, but that doesn't help me do anything. Okay, so anyway, next time I'm gonna go elsewhere, and maybe I'll have some insights here someday later.